this is the same Greek word used all throughout the Old Testament or the Tanakh for the congregation or what's called the assembly. But here it's not translated assembly, it's translated church. So let's take a look and show this out. If we go to Deuteronomy, right? Deuteronomy 31, and then we're going to go here. Moses recited aloud to the whole assembly of Israel the words of this song from beginning to end. The assembly of Israel. That's the same word, ecclesia. You could read this as Moses recited aloud to the whole church of Israel. Let's go over here and we're going to look over at Joshua 8. And we're going down to verse 35 here. And in verse 35, there was not a word from all which Moses gave charge to Joshua, which did not read Joshua, which Joshua did not read into the ears of all the ecclesia of Israel, ecclesias Israel, to the men, women, to the servants, and the foreigners going with Israel, the assembly. This should say church. There was not a word that Joshua did not read to the church of Israel. Another fun side point here is if you look at Joshua's name in the Greek, do you see how the Septuagint spells that? It says Jesus. Jesus was Joshua's name in the Greek when the Septuagint was written a couple hundred years before Jesus, before Yeshua even came onto the picture. So this shows you that this wording, this way of saying Joshua is Jesus, is a normal rendering in the Greek. So now we're going to finish this off by going to Acts 7:38. All right, this is the one having been in the congregation in the wilderness with we're going to read the whole verse here, but you can see that this word is ecclesia. In Acts 7:38, the word is ecclesia. But when we look here, let's just go to the ESV. This is the one who was in the congregation in the wilderness with the angel who spoke to him at Mount Sinai and with our fathers. He received the living oracles to give us. So, this is the one who was in the church in the wilderness with the angel who spoke to him at Mount Sinai. That means the church was at Mount Sinai. Folks, the church is not a new institution. Foreigners or Gentiles coming into the assembly or the church of Israel is not a new thing. What was new and what was unprecedented and what was exciting was the fact that the house of Israel that had been cut off from covenant, the northern tribes of Israel that had been cut off and sent away, were to be regathered and brought back into covenant through the work of Yeshua. That's what was spectacular